pistol. That's got to be Greyhound versus Energy, Avid rather. And that's got to be Greyhound being, letting out those screams.
Ooh.
But we're into this game, Hugo. ALPHA Red versus TYLOO, and ALPHA Red immediate start down towards the B bomb site. They try and push in, and somebody holding close will send the first man packing. Freeman, head on a swivel, and pistol round goes the way of TYLOO. 3 kills for Freeman. Big round to kickstart this best of 3, and that's them moving into the lead.
Heads on a plate right there. He's got, he's serving it up to everyone, Harry. Fantastic shots. And, that third final tap. Freeman locking down that B site. ALPHA Red, their utility there, the game plan there, the strategy. None of that got employed. They got absolutely mowed down at the first point of contact. Early Molly for Bentet not working. That rebounds. That gives a route towards A for these pistols. Molly could have made a lot of difference considering how low this buy was. No armor. So would have very much held these Ts back. Instead, they get through to the playground. Not for long, though. Fox is already getting tagged up. Heavy short setup here. Somebody can always swing open that door and come assist Summit, but he's just got an awful timing. He's getting pushed from the back line. He needs to turn around. Myrolls was up close, and he does get that trade. Only SMGs, and somebody going to try and give them another one. He will. Myrolls getting his second kill. Freeman has to win both these duels, or this round is going to fall apart. Guns are already being picked up, and map control taken. Do they bail, or do they commit for the trade? Olivia's still making noise. Freeman knows he's here. He's being wrapped. He was just playing time. Myrolls now on his 3rd frag, and he's got himself an M4.
A real chance here for ALPHA Red to find something. They do have to go back and get that bomb first, however. They want to retrieve it. And 3-on-2, admittedly don't have armor, as you pointed out, but might not matter as long as they can just play the numbers game, play the trade game here. Bomb rotating down through T-ramp. Myrolls still pushing in it through long, attempting to keep these players here. It's only Buntet inside of the bomb site. Attacker up in the heavens. This bomb has to get a move on, though.
Yeah, it's
15 seconds. Are they even going to get to the bomb site in time? Now they start running, and it's going to be close. The rotation's already coming in from TYLOO. This has been red. Hook, line, and sinker. And there's no time. No. So there we go. That's the save. You didn't even want to save here if you're ALPHA Red. That actually becomes a ending to that round.
I don't know why you would sneak through spawn. That's the bit that really gets me. Like, you could have run through spawn and then snuck the rest of the way and you would have had plenty of time, but you can't afford to waste time sneaking through spawn. Plus, if they committed with Myrolls, they would have won that round. They grouped up as 3.
The one M4, the one big boy gun that they had, just solo charges into the A bomb site.
I'm not a fan of that call. I think going back, getting the bomb, and just the amount of time that you're spending separated from the CTs puts enough question that they're going to split up, or they're going to play together and have to retake if you get the site right. So best bet, group up as 3, back on long, hit A, 3-on-1, you kill the first player.
Or if you wanted to be, just all 3 group up and go B. I don't think you need it. I get wanting to keep the players over towards the A-bomb side. That's fair. But, I mean, I do think that it was, I don't know.
That would have been perfectly fine. Everything about that run would have been perfectly fine if they didn't sneak through T-spawn. Because Myrolls did a good job. Even though he dies immediately on A, what he does is he draws the rotate off of B. Because the time was so low, attacker goes, oh, well, Bentet's fighting on A. It's got to be A. And he rotates up, and then he goes, oh, no one's here, and there's 6 seconds left. Let's run back down. And he runs back down, and he stops them planting. or stops the first player from crossing, and the plant doesn't come in time. Now, imagine if they had 5 more seconds on that clock. Well, they win that. Well, maybe not win the round, but they get a 2-on-2 post plant because attackers on the A site. So, I like the play, but left it far too late.
I mean, then as well, you end up not going down after the time, but you don't get the loss bonus on the one man that saved. And so obviously that puts you in a bit of an awkward spot in terms of purchasing into this round, right? I think he only had that UMP he was able to hold on to. So that's going to be the investment for at least one of these players over on the T side of things. Seeing hands back on the keyboards now. I think this technical pause should be drawing to a close any second now.
get pranked. You can always tell because no one's talking. And although on some teams that's just normal, not right now. Not 3 rounds deep. Certainly want to be discussing the game plan moving forward here. I have interest in what the economy is going to be like for the likes of ALPHA Red. No bomb plant, of course. Bit rough. And did that planter die after the time, actually? I don't recall. Well, that kind of sucks anyway, because they've got a UMP and no armor. So enjoy that one.
Aggression down into connector. You haven't really seen this out of TYLOO. At least not yet. They will now start to turn their attention over here towards short. Now ALPHA Red deciding to fall back and hold passively over towards Monster. They originally had players over near the short side. So there's just this interesting stalemate, and that door gets spotted as open by Foxes. So the play maybe telegraphed here to ALPHA Red. They seem to have an idea of what's going on.
The reason Foxes doesn't want to move forward is because if there's a boost on that boost spot inside of B, he's going to get shot in the legs. Now, there isn't a boost, but he's got to wait for his teammates to clear that out first, and they're going to have trouble doing so with such a heavy short side setup. Somebody's still in the connector as well. He does get that kill. Flick round for Foxes. What a shot. And Heaven Smoke coming straight down after it. That's the round.
I really hope we get to see that from his point of view. What a flick. There's no way he should have won that. That was a full 180 to deal with somebody over in connector. Bomb goes down. ALPHA Red going to get on the scoreboard nice and early here. TYLOO. Not really much of a chance for them in that round. That early connector and short aggression that they try to throw in, not quite yielding the results that they would have liked.
It was bonus, though. Still with SMGs in play in that round.
You say bonus, though.
I mean more
it
like
just
low money.
It comes down to that 1v1 in the round prior, right at the end of things. Only the one man with the MP9 able to save in the end. So you didn't really have a choice whether or not you got to have all rifles into this round. Your bonus round was also your full buy. And now there's no cash left for TYLOO. I imagine they force buy around these rifles. They're onto the double eco anyway. So I imagine we're still going to see investment here, but that might not be all too bad for ALPHA Red. If you're able to find it versus the weak buy that TYLOO are going to have, they then have to, they're in double eco territory. So yeah, this investment comes in. You pick this up. ALPHA Red should be moving 3-2 up. That's the path they should be looking to take now.
Should being the key. Let's see what TYLOO have in this round for us. Very aggressive setup. Smoke deep. Olivia going through that, and oh, he catches them retreating. Summer doesn't even wait for the smoke to bloom. He'll pay the price. So will Olivia. Getting caught in the open has been tech re-aggressors. Ooh, bit of a nade setup. That's a monster side nade. Will find a kill. Attacker actually moving into that at just the wrong time. So what a pick for ALPHA Red to find. Now the push coming through. Somebody going to get aggressive, but he gets caught. Freeman can hide in the smoke, try and buy as much time as possible, even go above it. But I love how ALPHA Red are not rushing into this bomb site. They'd rather just take their time, go for this reboost back as well, try and catch a barrels player. Got to wait for that smoke to fade first, though. A jump will give away Freeman's position. And if they don't find any kills and barrels, oh, just falling. Bentet heard that, and they're going to keep the double B here. TYLOO were considering rotating back towards A, but now they're not going to. And now ALPHA Red are walking into both players.
Oh, but Bentet already deleted. Only Freeman left up, and while he does get one, the trade is found almost immediately. ALPHA Red 2-2, tying things up nice and early on. And I do love the way they play into that B site. The stack nades to find the first man, boosting up to try and extend it even more. You're just picking apart that B site without ever even really stepping foot in it. If you're over on the T side,
there's just so many cubby holes and corners and waters and pits. Too many. So Nice to at least clear out as much as you can before you actually do go into the site. And just USPs. 5 of them, 4 in connector. ALPHA Red, nice and slow default, just having control over every part of the map, making sure these pistols are not being aggressive. They don't know what they're up against yet. They know it's an eco. That's about it. Ooh.
Uh-oh.
They only saw 1 though.
Yeah, if they try and trade this, you're in for a nasty surprise. They do get the first. Here come the USPs, and it's kept very close. 2v2, AKs across the board. Freeman almost catching the timing on that toilet player there. Bomb can safely make its way into the A-bomb site at the very least, but TYLOO, I mean, I imagine they're going to give this a look into at the very least.
Certainly, you've got a buy coming up next round. You may as well try and win this 2v2. Unlikely, you know, no kit, low HP, no armor, but you hit a couple of shots and suddenly this round is yours. That's a realization you have to have if you're TYLOO. It's not a 5-on-5 here. Can't going through, smoke to cover it. Summer coming up through the stairwell. He's waiting for his teammate. Freeman is right behind. No peeks given away of TYLOO. No picks given up by ALPHA Red, who are just going to settle back into post plants. Separate post plants, though. Nade on Fox could be a problem. That smoke is going to be annoying as well to deal with, but they throw their own on the site. They can't really get away with the stick here. Surely it's going to be spammed or naded or something of the sort. It's a tap. There's the grenade going on the site. Spraying away, trying to force fight, and he does get the trade off, but reload coming through for Freeman, and it is a done deal. ALPHA Red pick it up, but great eco from TYLOO. 4 pistols in that round, and they win it. He's dead, though. They don't win it, of course, but they get it down to the 1-on-1.
Yeah, massive round from Freeman. He really has been coming into his own. You know, slow start to the day, I think that's fair to say, but towards the end of the last game that we saw him in, and also this one now, continuing his strong performances back from Vici. Still looking to try and make himself the stars of this team, which, you know, you're in a team with Buntet. That's not an easy feat. Olivia will be heard creeping out through mid. Buntet's already posted up, and they got no clue that someone is so deep behind enemy lines. This mid player already removed, and the penny's kind of got to drop here for ALPHA Red. You're pretty much forced into committing to this B play, so you've got to find success, and you've got to find it now. Still 2 players standing here. Attacker close to this smoke over at short. Tries to duck off back through, and KNTZ will shut him down. Somebody joined by Buntet. Oh, but just 1 by 1, they're getting decimated. They cannot find anything. Finally, Summer gets one in favor of TYLOO, actually doubling up. Buntet now swooping in from short, and with Fox's position, they believe that short was clear, but this could prove to be a double-edged sword. TYLOO, no clue where Fox's resides. They believe it's Monster, but that is not the case. They tap the bomb, creeping out. Buntet gets the kill, and between him and Summer, they managed to make that retake happen. That was a 2v5 retake for TYLOO.
What a round from Buntet as well. I mean, getting through that smoke and managing to catch Myros within the site after Summer backs off is so smart. I love that TYLOO don't really, you know, overstep. It's very easy if you're Summer there after you get 2 kills, so just keep pushing in. Likely you die. Instead, play with your teammate. Let him make the next contact. ALPHA Red don't know where he is, and TYLOO are going to be able to pick it up. So, big round on that B-bomb site for TYLOO. 3-3 right now. No AWPs have been pulled into this game just yet, but money has been fairly back and forth. More early Molotovs to cut off this playground play. TYLOO notably going for the double molly. We've seen more teams do that recently. One towards the stairs, one towards playground to cut off the follow-up. Because typically, if you have a good spawn, you can just beat that stairs molly, just run through it. But now if there's one land on playground, you're kind of screwed. Your options are, if you want to run through that first one, well, run into the second one, or run fountain side where TYLOO are posted. So far more favorable for the CT side, but it's a big investment, 2 Molotovs so early on, especially when TYLOO are focused on B, and so ALPHA Red, somebody down in short, Olivia getting a 1-for-1, but there's the trade.
Yeah, man advantage maintained here for ALPHA Red. Freeman inside of this bomb site alone. A lot of work to do as he tries to hide in this smoke, uses it like a veil. Oh no, Freeman, they still don't know. They still don't know he's here. Now he emerges, and he's just such a nuisance. Finally, 789 able to swing out and actually doubles up. So ALPHA Red, another round locked in, another round confirmed here. Getting off to a very good T-side start.
They're just looking all very much on the same page. Like, they've come into this match with a game plan. They all know their roles. They're all in the right positions. And things are working out. Like, these setups look good. So another round on the T side, and lots of players surviving as well. Some money being made, and not quite the same story for TYLOO, who are now out of cash. They've already almost won this round. However, B contact play for ALPHA Red. Difficult one to win for TYLOO unless they get the first kills and things spiral out of control. But not looking like that's going to happen. Somebody up close. Attacker does get one. Somebody swinging, but he is only going to get damage off. But this is where the pistol should be dealt with by ALPHA Red. This damage, but no more frags.
Yeah, 2v3. Attacker could do something. Finally, they've dealt with him. Molotov into short, and that should solidify the round. BNTET going to go running through, try to deny the bomb plant, almost gets there, but not quite. Another round for ALPHA Red, up 5-3 here on their T side of Overpass.
I mean, this is the map that we said in the series ALPHA Red could be taking. If there was a map, it would be this, right? Their pick, of course, as expected, but Trainers' third is still up in the air. It's a good map for TYLOO, but it's one that ALPHA Red have already won today, so it goes both ways. 5-3, still no AWPs. It's been a slow sniper's day here. They have the money for it over on ALPHA Red, but no rush when they've got guns, and have been winning with them as well. One man outside of B, bomb still spawn side. And 2 players trying to work an A default right now, just clearing out close positions and then going down through the connector towards B. Looking like a traditional B play here for ALPHA Red. It's been working out for them before, but double setup for TYLOO. They've got a crossfire. It will be checked. Flash is good. Trade is better. ALPHA Red 4-on-3, but moving up into somebody who does catch Olivia from short.
Yeah, it's still just being that nuisance, not allowing this bomb plant to come in. BNTET, somewhat important that he wins this initial fight out through the connector, and he will not. Bomb plant now solidified. Summer wrapping round, and it's him and somebody to try and turn this around, and he's done it. Summer, what a performance, what a round. Once again, the savior for TYLOO. He's been so good in these retakes as Summer. 4-5, and somehow, some way, TYLOO gonna pick that up.
Yeah, 5 of his 7 kills this game have been B retake kills, actually. So really coming in clutch when needed. That being said, ALPHA Red, great execute to actually get control of the site, and they even cut off the rotation. Sloppy a little bit for TYLOO, not checking some corners they should have, but other than that, successful round. 4-5. Now the AWP is out for Olivia, though. That could be the change that ALPHA Red needed. Only Molotov again denying that presence. It's a boost up for ALPHA Red, going for the 5-man setup. That train coming in, though. Jumping. Oh, there it is. Olivia even hits a double scope right before, so very, very close timing, finding that kill. Now ALPHA Red have to realize TYLOO could have pushed up anywhere, and they have. BNTET's got a gap underneath. He can see feet from a mile off, and they could not see him. Height advantage. Anakin is gone, and TYLOO are back in a 4-on-4, but BNTET is trapped.
Oh no, BNTET, they're closing in. They're closing in. He's playing in the park. Good for a second before getting traded. At least wasting a lot of time off the clock and spotting that bomb out. ALPHA Red having to expend a lot of utility as well to deal with him, right? There was smokes getting thrown in, flashbangs getting used, and that has left these 3 remaining players a little bit limited heading into the closing segments of this round. 40 seconds left on the clock. Sneaking through connector and over through middle right now is KNTZ and the rest of the gang. Summer's jump peeking from inside of the A site. 20 seconds though, once again. This is another one where I'm questioning how much time they're going to have for this play to come through. And it's B play. It's all a ruse. Down through connector, they found attacker close to short. The bomb plant now looks to come in. Alpha Red, man up in the post plant. They've somehow made this a round that I was going to say should be theirs, but now maybe not.
Oh, Summer's out of the picture. The B retake king. It's all on Freeman, who's already found 1 and damage. My roll's low, 1 bullet's going to be needed, and he doesn't even connect it. The double peak from Alpha Red offsets his aim and offsets the score. 6-4 right now for Alpha Red. They are making this game more than interesting right now. Holding the lead by 2, breaking the money of TYLOO. And that boost, of course, actually finding success. Not every day you see it get a kill. It can be so wasteful sometimes if teams commit to it for so long. As we can see, so much map control gained by TYLOO during that point. They push Bintet into the playground, but he's only able to get 2. I say only, that's more than enough. But either way, it's not enough to win a round. TYLOO back down to pistols. Bintet with armor, everyone else glassed up. Quad B setup as well for TYLOO.
These nade stacks have been so good. Like, Freeman, what do you even do against that, man? He's a pin cushion, but for grenades. And now, Summer getting followed up onto. This round is all said and done. They walk into the stack, and they lay waste to it. Bintet last man up, and he's over here in connector. Okay, right, like, back-to-back with Foxes. Maybe he gets a gun, maybe he gets an AK, but that's all. That's the best case scenario here. 7-4 up. Alpha Red looking so well drilled coming into this event. Yeah. And you think about how like casual they were in the interview. I feel like they've maybe like really undersold themselves here because they've been playing some damn good CS today.
Oh, that's the spot. Yeah, no, I can't disagree with that in any way. Back on train, they looked like they had a system. It looked very, very, well rehearsed. Mainly on that T side, of course, but hey, it's showing through on the T side of Overpass now. Their default looks good, and another round to add to the, the tally, the cabinet, the trophy cabinet right now. 7-4 up. TYLOO are really having problems on this CT side. We said that if Alpha Red want any chance of winning the series, they have to take Overpass. Well, certainly looking like they are on the road to doing that. Might need to fill up with gas on the way. 7-4. No AWP once again. Back to the plain rifles and back to some B aggression early on here for TYLOO. Double cross monster. That's a rare one. It has been spotted. These nades are going to be coming in hot. TYLOO needs some utility to get the hell out of there, and they'll opt for a double smoke. Not the preference, but at least they get out of dodge.
Yeah, pretty quick in taking control of mid here, though, are Alpha Red, and they get a foothold. The second they get repelled from that B bomb site, Bintet set up over here in the long toilets. He's got players on either side of him. Ooh. Look at that mini-map. Yeah, Bintet, man, you need eyes in the back of your head if you want to stay alive here. We'll get the first, but there's the trade. Yeah, almost. The best attempt he could have had at getting that kill. Into this 4-on-4 now, 45 seconds, and that Molotov. Summer's forced out into the open. Trade comes through. The utility usage from Alpha Red, perfect at forcing these players out.
The fact that Summer even gets one there is ridiculous.
Yeah, that's far more than he should have gotten away with. 7-8-9. Going to take back one of his own. Keeps the advantage once again in favor of Alpha Red. Somebody hears these rotations. And now we should see Freeman making his way down towards the B bomb site. 20 seconds left. And somebody's playing, I think, to just try and deny the bomb plant. He hears it getting planted. Won't be in position in time, but there's the swing out. And up close, KNTZ gets the trade. Freeman left up, 1v2, player down in the pit, and it's 7-8-9 as Alpha Red reach an 8th round of their own.
What a rotate from 789 as well. There's no way he expected someone in the pit there. A few seconds ago, 789 kills a player on the A site. About 10 seconds later, he's in pit on B. Poor TYLOO there, just getting out red on that B bomb site. And really nice try from, I think it was somebody who pushed up around the bomb bomb site, but not going to be able to get more than one. This is a great T side from Alpha Red. 8-4 now. No more money for TYLOO. Once again, we've been here before, and it seems like a repeat. Pistols are out here for round number 13. Bit of a connector stack. Not the first time we've seen that. Miss flash, but not the end of the world. Although, there are a lot of players wouldn't mind a successful bit of utility here. It has been good so far, but oh, he hears a second player. And great disengage as well. He actually gets back down the hallway. He can isolate these fights. Another one. There's the kill, but 7-8-9 is already dropped in down the ladder to assist. No guns picked up for TYLOO and no advantage taken.
And it's just little things like that from Alpha Red and from Foxes, the decision to back off and, as you say, force those pistols out into the open, force those 1v1s, and combine the fact that, 7-8-9 comes in ahead of time very preemptively to try and assist with that connector play. Alpha Red, a great read on the situation. And with Olivia already being pushed up into the bank, the A play will definitely be coming through. This will be a 9th round for Alpha Red. Summer and Freeman likely just going to try and save. I mean, Freeman can try and get something done, try and get away with a rifle. But I don't even think it's worth leaving the B bomb site at this point. 9-4, T side, Alpha Red. The dark horses of this minor. And they're showing us exactly why.
Yeah, right. They're riding themselves to the finish line right now, Harry. This is a dominant T side. TYLOO going to have 2 more rounds left to try and make something of it, try and get maybe that 9-6. But that's the thing, if they lose their follow-up rifle round, they're forcing for the last round of the half. It's not the situation you want to be in. They've already had enough economical woes as it is, and of course, the only gun Summer finds is a MAC-10. They won't give him anything valuable here. So 9-4, 2 rounds left of the half. 2 chances for TYLOO to ease the bleeding.
Tactical pause. And how do you stem the bleeding now if you're TYLOO, right? How do you plug this one up? You really are falling behind.
We haven't seen just any money on the CT side. They've never had an AWP. They've never had like a full, they've had full rifle rounds, sure, but I think if you don't get an AWP in your CT side, something has gone drastically wrong. TYLOO have had no opportunity to send an aggressive AWP party and get a quick pick and fall back into a 5-on-4. Those are, those are situations you want on Overpass. Finally, we have a double AWP. Finally, it's coming through, but will that be the solution? And is it too late, firstly, for this half? Because 2 rounds left, 9 rounds already taken, and Alpha Red are avoiding these AWPs already.
Oh, but do be sure to keep your eye on Buntet. On the back of this AWP, getting out into mid, he's gone aggressive in through party. In through Park. And now sits behind Alpha Red, but it might not matter. This is looking like just another Hail Mary fast B play. Freeman getting out of danger. Still alive, still kicking. And there's one of these AWPs chiming in. Oh, somebody. Oh, somebody. Look at this. We finally see the AWPs out. He'll smite down 3. Olivia's left up alone, fully blind, flashed into a corner, backed into a corner. Fighting for his life now, and he's fully surrounded here. Surely there's no way out of this. Surely there's no way out of this for Olivia. And that will be TYLOO securing the 5th. The AWPs worth their weight in gold, as it turns out. Somebody finding a triple kill there.
Yeah, look at this replay as well. Sat towards the aggressive short position. Very very dangerous with the fact that, short was not covered at all or smoked or anything. He could have been easily split, but not a problem. Alpha Red go for the 5-man monster play, and they will pay the price. Last round of the half here. Alpha Red putting everything they've got into it. They've still got spare money, though. These guys have been rolling over this T side all map long. TYLOO breaking the door open and going for a boost setup to watch connector this round. So down on B, they've actually got a sight into Con. Summer's going to get an opening kill up on A with one of those AWPs, so the other AWP finding success as well. And this is like, if TYLOO got management over the economy early into the half, this is what we would have seen, you know, TYLOO just being able to get these opening kills and settle back into favorable setups. They've been fighting with their backs up against the wall constantly this half, but as soon as they have the economy under control, that's when things start to really turn around for them. 6 rounds being the hope for the half. Let's see if Alpha Red give it to them.
Still looking a bit indecisive as to where this one wants to end up. That bomb is floating around down in the connector. Bentet taking this long aggression, and that bomb's now left. That bomb's looking to head down towards B, but no, it's not. It's back to A. Oh, the old fakeroo. Here's Bentet. The problem is, he is behind enemy lines. The hunter has become the hunted. Alpha Red thought they were one step ahead, and that is not the case, but Myrol's turning around. Does get that trade. The difference is everyone else falls around him, and that is the round going the way of TYLOO. They're able to recover on the back of those AWPs. We finally see them chain together.
Alpha Red reading the opposition, 9-6 up after their T side of Overpass. It is their map pick, and boy are they showing us why. TYLOO with their backs against the wall, but they were starting to at least ease up in the last couple of rounds of the half. Let's see if they can bring that momentum forward into the pistol. It would certainly be what they hope for, considering the lead that Alpha Red currently possess, but don't get ahead of yourselves, Harry, because this is only map 1 of a potential 3-map series, a likely 3-map series to be seeing who's going to be the first team here in Group B to get through those minors and get out into the playoffs.
Yeah, 3 rounds between them right now. TYLOO, they do a good job of at least recovering that first half, right? And actually ending up with that 6-9 scoreline. Because there was a very real point in time in which this could have been an 11-4 half for Alpha Red, right? With those last 2 rounds getting picked up, it now leaves you in a doable scenario here. Full armor across the board for Alpha Red. They're not looking to let this bomb even go down. Triple connector setup. And this is an interesting clash. We're about to see 7 players within the server go blow for blow down in the connector region, and I
like,
don't even know who wins this.
This is the perfect... Oh, okay, maybe not live. I wonder if they do that again. This is like the perfect setup for both teams, really. Like, they've just read each other. Maybe a technical issue here because we've reset the round. Luckily, no one even saw each other, Harry. So, I don't know if the pistol will go the same, but I hope it does because I was very interested to see what was going to happen down in connector. Like you said, 7 players.
I feel like we just got like a teaser trailer.
Yeah.
Of the way that
coming up, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
How would you do that with like a reality TV show?
I hate teaser trailers because they never give you any substance or anything important. They're just like, soon something happens. What happens? I don't know. Find out later when we release the actual trailer that spoils the whole movie.
The thing is like, it's just meant to get you a bit hyped, isn't it? But then I'm like, just make a real trailer.
Yeah, release the film. Nothing gets me hyped like the film.
Yeah, that's true. Hugo, this is why you're probably not in marketing.
Yeah.
Because your tactic of like, just give the people what they want sounds like a very noble cause, right? Like, everyone can get behind
it's
that.
Actually,
doesn't make great money, as it
not
turns
peak
out.
capitalism,
yeah,
Harry.
Yeah.
That's the issue.
So just waiting for this to get resolved, and then we will see how this second half pistol round goes down. I'm hoping that we see the connector brawl. I really am. Because that was about to be a bloody, messy round, and they're the best kinds.
No, I like 10 players staying alive, everyone saving, bomb going off.
Of course you do, man. You want to,
Nice
you just want to give people movies all the time. You don't want to have to build a marketing campaign. You just want to give the people what they want.
What's
you
that
like all
related
5 players staying alive on either side. Yeah, we're all friends, Hugo, in your world.
All right, I'm not Jane. I'm not just a complete middle ground man. Okay, right? Like I'm not saying okay, yeah, guys, but why don't we all just be happy? Like the yolk is as good as the outside of the egg. It's not true. Well, we're back in, Harry, and a bit of a change.
Why'd you call... Hang on a minute. It's egg whites.
Yeah, I couldn't think of the word.
The outside of the egg. That's the
shell,
mate.
Yeah, I know. As soon as I said it, I was like, let's move
never
on.
tasty. No
Leave
one's
me
arguing
alone.
for that. But look at this. Freeman, an attacker. It's...
They're peeling the eggs up. And somebody is boiling them down on this B site.
Oh, goodness.
This connector's getting scrambled, Harry, and Alpha Red are being poached down lower. It's only K and TZ. What has he got for us? Oh, there's a shot, but nothing more. It's going to be TYLOO looking good in the pistol. Looking and cooking. Breakfast is served. And lunch is moments away.
Yeah. So 7 and 9. Pistol round going the way of TYLOO. That's exactly what they would want to get back into this. I was trying to work out how to get like sunny side up. I don't even know what that is.
No, that's an American thing.
Yeah, that definitely is, right?
Do you want a sunny side up egg?
That just means,
I don't know what that means.
That just means fried egg, right?
Right? I think upside down. I think they flip. No, because sunny side, yeah.
Yeah, it's the yellow bit.
Yeah.
So I think that's what it's meaning. Sunny side up is like the yellow bit
that's
facing
such a
upwards.
Gross name.
For a start, I don't want that facing down. That's just weird.
Just call it what it is. Why you don't call scrambled eggs like mashed yellow? Like you call it what it is. Like you scramble it, you poach it, you fry it.
Yeah, you want these eggs mashed yellow or
mashed yellow?
Yeah, man, I'll take that.
It's like, what do they call poached eggs? And they're like, oh yeah, do you want? I don't know. What do you even? I can't even think of a good joke there.
No, man, they look like I was gonna say they look like eggs, but then I because they are eggs.
Do you just want shellless eggs? Sure, actually, I prefer my egg without the shell on.
No.
Let's get out.
Yeah, let's leave this one be. We'll get back to the egg crisis of 19 when it comes around. But right now, got some eggheads in the server, some big brains pushing forward. Maybe it's not eggs you should be worried about. It's getting beamed on by this Mag 7 that sits up close. This is the full breakfast, mate, the full English.
Ooh.
Fox and Olivia. I mean, something's going to happen. That much is guaranteed. Something is going to happen. What it is, I don't know. But there are the kills coming in initially. Fox getting traded. But it's Olivia and KNTZ still left standing, still doing the damage. Mag 7 in the backline. And that's attacker gone. Somebody left up in the 1v3. This Mag 7 has done everything for Alpha Red in this round.
It's like they lost track of him. Like they were just running up to the site with their back turned, knowing they've already been killed by a shotgun. That player has not been finished off. And a big mistake from TYLOO leaves them having to save a gun, but that's if they're allowed, because 789 will push up. And I don't know if he killed him after time there. It was pretty damn close. Either way, a round's a round, and it will be going the way of the CT side. Bit of a force by victory on that A site. TYLOO walking right into it.
Yeah, I mean, we said anything could happen there. That's the thing. With those sorts of setups, you're just playing the contact that late into the round. You're going into a set piece, right? You haven't really seen anyone across the map. So you are just going in blind and you're hedging your bets. And in those situations, they just become so sloppy, right? Like, you don't know who's going to win that. You don't know if the Mag 7's going to go out and do 12 damage in 4, or if you're going to one-shot the first guy you see. That's kind of the magic of it. But it was ALPHA Red to pick it up, and they'll reach double digits. This comeback that TYLOO were looking to attempt has really been stifled early on here, thanks to that force by victory. They will start to creep out through middle. They have a player down towards B just to keep an eye on any unwarranted aggression down to this side of the map. Foxes and Olivia, the terrifying twosome in this A-bomb site, still here.
Wait, no.
Just missing the timing there.
I thought we saw him. Surely leg or something. Well, now he knows. Smoke down, getting spammed through it. Olivia is up on long, and he manages to take down Summer. Can re-smoke for his teammate as well, but flash through. They're getting aggressive. Good timing. Fox gets back to the site, but he won't get much further. Attacker drops him, and actually doubles up with the CZ. Where has that come from? They're going to try and feign a B rotation here, giving up A, but instead they wrap one back down towards long. It's almost similar to what ALPHA Red did in one of these force buys. Didn't work out for them. Will TYLOO's have more success? It has done a good job of splitting up these two CTs. But 789 is about to confirm where this bomb really is. There's somebody dead. Freeman has to sell the fake. He has to get a kill up on A right now. Ooh, E button doesn't work. Valve, please fix. Freeman's going to get caught from the truck, so it's all down to this one bomb player. Attacker, 12 seconds to plant, and the barrel's still to clear.
Will he clear it? No. 11-7. ALPHA Red laying out the big guns. Yeah, I mean, that grenade bug is the most infuriating thing. I really do feel for Freeman there. Like, you can see the front, because the worst thing is, it's not even like he's far away. It's not like he's like doing like a really, like ambitious weapon pickup. Like, it was at his feet.
Yeah, at that point, like, just walk over it. I don't know why people use the E button. It makes you look away. It makes you focus on that. It wastes your time every time. Like, at a certain point, I don't use E button to pick up guns. At a certain point, you should just use G. Just drop your gun, walk over it.
Yeah, but you need the reach.
Yeah, sometimes. Not then. Could have just walked over it. Either way, please fix.
And I mean, it's just Glocks for TYLOO here. They know that you've just got to give this one up. You don't really have anything, any stake in this round. Fox is holding close. Money is to be made. And he's dead, actually.
Wow.
I was going to say, yeah, this is his chance to make some cash.
Big old blocking. But, yeah, how much more? I'm not sure. Somebody having to wrap back down towards spawn, but have a look at 789. Pushed all the way up on B. Luckily, actually, he's kind of countered this by going back down through connector, but still short, being watched by Myrols, who had a great game on train earlier. Let's see if he can finish this round off in style. Yes, he can. Not a problem. 12 rounds to ALPHA Red. Here we go. TYLOO coming back with a buy. This is it, Harry. This is one of the last buy rounds TYLOO is going to have in this map if they don't start to pick some up.
And this is where, losing to that second round force and then making that decision to try and get a buy of your own back in, it's really come to punish the side of TYLOO, right? This was a 9-6 half. TYLOO find the pistol. It was looking good for them to get back into this game. And now, staring down the barrel of a 12-7 scoreline. It's been quite the turnaround indeed. They do have this buy on the cards, and they've got a man down through connector. Somebody clearing over towards short as well. Him and Bentet looking to rendezvous and just at least have an area of the map that they can say belongs to them, but that's not the case. KNTZ boosted up. Man advantage taken for ALPHA Red, and That alleviates a lot of the pressure here. A double setup over in the toilets as well, trying to play the bait and switch. Usually this close toilets position isn't too great, but if you've got Olivia here to try and pull the attention away, it could work pretty brilliantly.
Yeah, the only counter to that is like a long play, right? You get an angle up long, get a timing, but it is being jump spot by KNTZ, so there's no way that TYLOO can get into the site without getting the kills required. Fox is close. They are just going to bypass him. This double toilet setup has been swapped. He spots a long play as well. Now he can turn around. Oh, he's caught the timing. Now he may be missing the bomb and the majority of the players, but if he can just shut down this one split player who's hid behind the smoke, that's going to make the job far easier. It can be a 5-on-3 before this bomb even gets to the site, and there it is.
Okay, and TZ though missing that spray, and I think a bit of a misread there from ALPHA Red. It looks like they were anticipating the long commitment with the majority of those players pushing in through long. Finally, we see Myrols coming in on this rotation and giving the man advantage back. Now, finally still wrapping round, still in the back line. Buntet doesn't even matter because 789 on the rotation up, saving the day. He's been so good since getting onto the CT side, and every one of these rounds, it seems like he's getting at least 2 kills.
Yeah, that plant spot was not good either. TYLOO getting the bomb down on truck and then taking toilets as a post plant. It forces you to rotate up, and the first angle you see is that headshot angle on the dumpster. So player there gets 2 kills, locks it down. I think that was 789. Defuse comes through without a problem. So truck plant, not the best unless you have sight/long control, and TYLOO figured that out the hard way. 13-7. ALPHA Red, what a performance from these guys right now. They not only upset MVP earlier on, but now they're doing it to TYLOO. We're only a map in, but this isn't close, Harry. This is dominant. So let's see if they can keep it up. A little spam down towards B, not connecting. TYLOO moving through the water. No utility, they've just got to run in. They've just got to hope for gunfights, and they do manage to win the first.
Look at Olivia though, all the way through long. So much information from this push. Now, it could be misinformation. This bomb's actually rotating away. Olivia's just going to pump the brakes and hold position back in park. The critical moment here is whether that bomb goes back into mid or if it just drops down through connector and joins with the rest of the gang, and actually it'll leave the ramp. It's going back to B. Olivia, here's Freeman. He'll pick that kill up. So now the penny's going to drop that there's someone deep behind enemy lines. TYLOO, they're trying to seize this opportunity. They figure with Olivia being so deep, this A bomb site likely is very underprotected in summer. Trying to catch the timing on the back of that. Buntet going to find Olivia in the back line.
Oh,
and, the timing.
Oh, no.
The timing of a century. Summer now crossing. This round could be won on the back of him alone.
They have to kill 789 though. He can cut off the bomb. He can win this round for ALPHA Red, and he's found a double. Last man coming in from lower, Summer coming in from above, and he is going to be the only man standing between TYLOO and around. 5 seconds as he gets to the site, but Fox is going to catch him on the cross, and that will be ALPHA Red's round. Dear, oh dear, that does not get closer. Coming down to the minuscule details, the flank, the reposition up on short for 789, getting a double kill there. What an interesting round. What a crazy round of Asian Counter-Strike, Harry.
And what a godlike performance from 789. He had 4 players coming his way. He gets 3 of the 4, brings it to the 1v1 with 7 seconds left, and allows his teammate to clutch that out. Big stuff from him, especially with that heaven flank coming through. I thought the round was TYLOO's the second they got Summer up into heaven. Bar that pistol round, this has been a flawless CT side from ALPHA Red.
It's kind of crazy. It's exactly what TYLOO did to Freeform Mix earlier, right? Side from the pistol, flawless. TYLOO give it the pistol, they win every other T-side round. Well, now it is quite the opposite. A couple of SMGs here. TYLOO's best gun being a solo AK with Summer. Spelling disaster right now. 14-7, and TYLOO looking to once again take this A site. Fox is waiting for contact. Smoke's going to go down low at the minute mark. Let's give him an angle into toilet so he can smoke this cross. Ooh, that's a good bit of damage, and he takes almost none.
good timing on that. That's going to isolate the rest of these players. They can't push the trade. And even when they do, Fox is still lining them up. Freeman over at long, trying to creep in, but there's a player behind the dumpster. Someone will get one Freeman there, and now the A-bomb site crumbling. Freeman, where was this earlier on? His second kill. He's carved a path into A. KNTZ and 789 on the retake, but with 789 still standing, still in this round. I was going to say I'm not counting them out, but they're saving. They've cut their losses in this one. They'll give up an 8th round to TYLOO.
That's interesting. I mean, it's probably off the back of knowing that if you do save this round, you can buy up in the follow-up, but I'd say it's a very winnable retake, right? One player low. Only a one-man advantage for TYLOO. You had the kit and util, but ALPHA Red not wanting to risk too much. And yeah, I understand wanting just 4 rifles, wanting to play that 5-on-5 rather than be stuck in this situation. So they will be able to hold on to both these guns. TYLOO not chasing. And right now we can see 4 rifles, which is fine. Actually 5 rifles if KNTZ buys no utility, drops a gun over to Olivia, and then My Rolls and Fox by themselves. So probably what we're going to be seeing here. Back to a full buy for ALPHA Red, but great round for TYLOO. They have 1 AK in that buy round, and they make it work. Freeman with some huge entries up on A-Long, taking down the AWP most importantly. And TYLOO sail in their, or wind in their sails, looking to continue on this T side.
Yeah, moving into this tactical pause, ALPHA Red sat, you know, just inches from the finish line, at least for map 1. All that's left to do is for them to try and get across that. And you and I were saying, right, if they wanted to pick this up, this had to be a 3-map series. They had to take Overpass. I wasn't expecting it to be so one-sided, truthfully. I still think, you know, there's a world in which TYLOO can try and pull this back, but I'm still not believing, and that's the thing. With TYLOO, so often I find myself thinking, you know, okay, I can't count them out, I can't count them out. I always believe in a TYLOO comeback. This is one of these games where even though they've started, you know, they've got the ball rolling, they've got an 8th, they've broken down this ALPHA Red economy, I'm still not believing yet, just because we've seen so many big performances across the board from players on ALPHA Red, and all it's going to take is 1 or 2 to step up in these next few rounds. Ooh. Assembling a boost to see over to Monster.
I do love this boost. You can even, if they have the 5-stack boost in T-spawn as well, you can see that just above where he's aiming. But not going to be a problem today, at least. Oh, somebody saw it. He's got the info. I wonder if they heard the jump, though. He's going to go back up towards A because he knows there's a minimum of 3 players right down towards B at this point in time. So ALPHA Red, they're going to have to deconstruct and rotate round if they want any chance of dealing with this push, because TYLOO are 5 stacked up on the A site, all moving up long together. This is a really good call considering the information that they've gained, but that rotate's coming back up in the form of My Roll, so it's not going to be as easy as TYLOO imagine.
Oh, ALPHA Red, they're rotating everyone up by the looks of things. They start to pull back KNTZ and 789 from that B bomb site. They actually rededicate them, and now this utility raining into A. Now these rotations come through. The kills have to come through first, and it's Olivia, Fox, and Myroll. Scoreboard getting lit up by ALPHA Red. This round surely is over, and indeed it is. 15-8.
Wow.
Map point for ALPHA Red. A dominant way to take it. That site take getting shut down. TYLOO, they get the information, they make the right call, they set up over towards long, all the utility is there, the smokes, the flashes, everything is in place, and they get decimated on that push.
I mean, what do you do against that now? 15-8, TYLOO buying up for what could be the last round of this map. ALPHA Red on their map pick, and this isn't even close, Harry. TYLOO are halfway there. ALPHA Red have had no issue and no AWP really across both these halves. Olivia has infrequently been on that weapon, but they have been getting the job done with great effect. Smoke towards the front of the toilets. Olivia does sit there with his rifle. When I say Olivia, I always, like, out of habit, say she. He is going to be pulling them apart up in toilets. Already found one. He's peeking wide and Actually doubles it down with a second. Trade is in though for TYLOO. Still looking good, but the flank is there. They didn't clear out Party and the push up from Long. Fox drops the bomb and another one. Is it going to come down to this? Somebody in a 1-on-4. He does get that opening kill, but now they know where he is.
Ooh, doubling up, but there we go. It is the close man, KNTZ, to shut things up. Alpha Red, they take the victory here in map number 1. They'll move 1-0 up in this series. Of course, the winner cementing their spot in the playoffs.